What's up, cereal bowls? It's your favorite crazy cereal, InsaneAppleJackz, here once again with the Atomic Game Squad. How are you all doing? Because I'm doing super duper chill. Hopefully you all are doing well as well, because today we're here for another video, and today's video is actually about something we've probably all have to gone through. We've probably all had to go through at least one point or another, or at least that is if you're employed or have ever been employed. And yes, I'm talking about job interviews. Probably the bane of a lot of people's existence nowadays, because job interviews have become so complex in the ways of the living world. Yes, job interviews are probably one of the biggest obstacles / necessities that plagues the world that we all have had to or are going through at the current point in time. And that's because job interviews are never really the same. Like, they all have the same concept, and they all kind of look for the same type of morals or values. Don't steal, don't rob us, don't kill us, don't do this, you're hired. That stuff. But there's always these little underlying, undertexture type things that are shady backroom business. Propaganda. You've heard it all before. Type things that go into getting hired from a job interview. And I'm here to rant about it, baby, because job interviews are terrible, horrible. And this is coming from a person that feels that he does quite well at job interviews. I typically feel like I've had enough experience with them at this point that I can be asked a question on spot and kind of give a decent enough answer, but it's a thing that not a lot of people have either had enough experience with, or if they do, they don't have enough experience with the type of work that they're interviewing with to know what this specific provider wants to ask them about. First off, the main issue is the fact that you're getting asked so many questions on random. You're getting asked to have rapid fire brain function, and yes, while it does help to sit up here and have rapid fire brain function within a workplace and all this good stuff, people are expecting you to go from minute reactions to 5-second reaction. Yes, sir. What do you think? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And what is the meaning of life? And how is the planet? And what flavor is raspberry from Pluto? And you're just sitting there at the desk like, But if you don't answer it fast enough, then they sit up here and write on their little clipboard, oh, yes, things that may or may not affect how you are perceived for the rest of the interview, or may even cost you the job itself if you make it past the interview without sitting up here and fainting yourself. It's just like, bro, take your time, calm down. I understand you have a lot of applicants because everybody needs a job or some type of income resource, but hold on. I know you were in this hot seat before. You probably didn't answer these questions just as fast. Treat me like I'm still a human, bruh. Don't sit up here and be like, because it sits up here and makes people more nervous about the job position. Two, it's just one of those weird things where it's like, yeah, we're gonna ask you a bunch of obscure questions and rate you based on these, rather than your actual performance or any other ideas about how you would sit up here and interact with the job place. And it's like, okay, yeah, I understand. These basic questions are in place to understand what type of person I am, but at the same time, you don't get a full understanding because these questions are very vague and generic to the point that it seems like, yeah, they'll apply to any job that kind of fits the same kind of standard. Oh, you work in sales, you're going to get asked these questions. Oh, you work in marketing, you're going to get asked these questions. And the same wrist wash and repeat thing. So if you've been asked these questions once, you've been asked them a million times, probably, if you're going in the same field over and over. But it never seems like it's the right answer for certain job places. While you might have the right answer that it seems like to you, it wasn't the right answer to them. So therefore, you're not getting these big blocks. You're not getting them all because you didn't think, well, if our establishment catches on fire and there are 3 people inside of the place and there's a fire extinguisher, but this is an oil fire and it's a Tuesday and the sun is up and the store is closed, that I shall come in on Tuesday of that fire burning store day and rescue all the product and leave the customers in there. All because you didn't answer that. Yeah, no, you didn't get hired. It's one of those things where it's like, well, job interviews. You never know how to really interact with the person, because there's an awkward position where, yeah, they're another person and you're just meeting them for the first time, but at the same time, they're also the person that probably holds a lot of weight in on whether or not you get hired at this job. So it's like, yeah, I kind of want to kiss your ass and sit up here and get on your good side for this interview and understand what I'm getting myself into, but at the same time, I just met you and I don't really want to do any of that, because if I do get hired here, then you're going to be like, that's the guy that kissed up to me to sit up here and get this job. He totally said all the right things. And you're sitting there like, so much subcontext goes into the idea of actually applying for a job and getting in through the interview. What you wear, what you say, how exactly do you say it, what tones do you say it in, did you look me in the eyes, was your tie directly at a 90-degree angle, did you have a slant, was there a hair on your jacket, and things like that. The smallest little thing could sit up here and throw off the universal's alignment to be like, nah, this guy don't need it. He don't need it. Like, and then there's the essential, ever-looming possibility of your resume not being up to point. Like, there's a thing as being underqualified, but yeah, if I'm applying for something, it's called I will get experience as I work. Like, I understand you want people to come in with experience, but certain jobs it doesn't make sense, because it's like, well, how would I have experience for this position unless I've already worked the position? And in that case, if you fired me from the position, I've worked the position, why would you want me back? It's really a crazy loop of, you can't have a job unless you had a job, but you can't get a job unless you've had a job, or unless you've known somebody, and all this other blase type stuff, where it's like, really, job? Really, sir? Madam? Thing? Instrument? I just want to sit up here and be able to do thing. Why you not let me do thing? And, oh my god, jobs... You really need to reevaluate yourself. Like, if somebody's going for a big professional organization type job, nobody wants to sit around for years on end talking about, well, you had to work here first, and then you had to know Bill and accounting, and Bill had to give you the secret knock. The secret knock had to let you in, and then you had to have 5 beers with Larry from marketing at our rival company. Nobody wants to do that much research into an interview, and it's always terrible. But then there's the possibility that you're overqualified, and you would think that being overqualified is a good thing in some extent, but there's still jobs that won't hire you. They're just like, nope, you're too good for us. And you're like, what if I wanted to just make extra cash? What if I have another job and I'm totally good with that, but I just need more money? No, overqualified, you can't have this job. So then you basically have to lie about things that you've done and underqualify yourself just so you won't come off as overqualified. You have to be just right for this job. Bro, I'm just folding shirts. No offense to anybody that folds shirts and stuff, but bro, I'm just folding shirts. Why is this such a big deal? It's just like, job interviews, please make up your mind. But yeah, I've rambled about this one for a second. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you all have good luck on your job interviews, if anybody's going on one currently, soon, recently, anytime, but thank you. I'll send you all over to the end of the box. And we are back with the end of the box, where we just sat up here and finished another super duper amazing video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I provided you with your vitamins and nutrients for your entertainment breakfast. Big thumbs up to everybody that watched this, and super duper big thumbs up to everybody that watched this video all the way through. I appreciate you guys for sitting up here checking out the content. As always, if you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If not, be sure to give it a thumbs down. Feel free to always leave comments down below, and I'll sit up here and get back to you as soon as possible we have this section over there where you can sit up here and see what social medias I have. I currently don't have the annotations fully working, so all the links are down below if you're curious and want to actually check out any of those sources. And yeah, pretty much that's all I have to say for this. So munch. Peace out. That's a wrap, and I'll catch you guys later. Ow.